What's up, guys? This is danGavster, and I'm playing Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge on the PlayStation 3. This is Chapter Challenge on Ultimate Ninja Mode, and this is Day 1. Before we begin, let's take a look at the skill menu. First off, I have unlocked everything. As you can see, I did the karma glitch, so I have 999999999 karma. You got the True Inferno, got level 3 Nimpo, got all the costumes. As you can see, you got extra skills, all the health upgrades. This move, I never use it, and I always use it by accident, wasting precious ki when I want to use Meditate. Meditation is a new thing they added to Razor's Edge that lets you heal by using your ki meter. It's very useful, but I'd rather have items, you know, grains of spiritual life or spiritual elixirs, but whatever. Oh, yes! I'm gonna try and make this as entertaining as I can, because in Ultimate Ninja, you tend to just spam the graveyard spin with the scythe just to kill everything and not take much damage. I will be using it more later with certain enemies, but I'm gonna do my best to use the Dragon Sword as much as I can, so the combat is a little more interesting. I did equip the True Inferno because it's got a longer gauge, and so I could meditate more, but I want to use the Wind Blades. Oh yes, bam! The sad thing about Razor's Edge is, I was playing some trials with a friend of mine, and he said to me, man, the scythe is way overpowered. And I said to him, I really don't think the scythe is overpowered. I think it's the opposite. I think most of the other weapons are just way underpowered. The scythe and the dragon sword are really the only weapons in the game that work right. I was so excited when the dual swords were put in this game, but you know what? I never use them, because they suck. They do. It's not so much on normal or hero mode, but on Ultimate Ninja, Master Ninja, and Hard mode, you're not going to be using the dual swords all that much. Unfortunately, the slashes feel very powerless. You really don't feel like you're doing any damage with them at all. A lot of their moves are blocked or dodged, and unlike the Dragon Sword, they just don't have much power to them. Anyway, I'll try and show you that a little bit later on. You notice, even though they've put back the awesome Flying Swallow in it, they block it every time, so it's useless. Oh, yes! Although at least that one works when you do it in that combo, if you can actually get these fuckers off the ground, which, look, I'll keep trying to do it, look. Motherfucker. See, look, they block it! They just block everything! Motherfuckers! I can understand them blocking a few moves, but the AI auto-blocks far too much in this game, and it does ruin it for me. Motherfucker! And I hate the dogs. Is that the end of it? Yes, it is. Thankfully, they've shortened some of these battles. That would have gone on much longer in 3. There would have been alchemists and all kinds of shit. I'll try and kill these guys before I leave. Oh, fellas. Fucking rocket launchers. Come on, fella. Time to go bye-bye. See, and still certain enemies get up from an Azuna drop. They just shouldn't. Alright, fuck it, let's get out of here. Throughout this Let's Play, I will be you voicing my complaints about the game, but it's still entertaining and enjoyable, even if there is still a lot wrong with it. Anyway, here's the first Scarab in the game. There are 6 in day 1 altogether. In total, throughout the game, there are 50. I'm going to do my best to show you where every single one of them is as I go through each day. And I will be playing every single one of the days as Ryu. I like Kasumi, and I like Ayane. I'm not really a fan of Momiji, but she is very useful in the trials. But they're basically just filler characters, and Ayane's the only one who actually has any story, and she's the worst out of all of them. She can't even Izuna drop Genshin. So I'm just going to use Ryu. Now I'm going to try and show you how powerless the dual swords are. I mean, yes, the Izuna drop's obviously good, but I just did 4 heavy slashes. That guy should have lost a limb. And he would have in Ninja Gaiden 2, but not this. I mean, you see, they don't seem so bad against the cannon fodder guys, do they? But I mean, that right there should have taken off a limb. Had to finish him off with a fucking flying swallow. The ultimate technique, wind blade kind of thing that it has is very good, though. I like that, but that move there, it almost seems like all the slashes leading up to that one at the end of the flying swallow drop were useless. Come on, take off a limb! There you go. Finally. They're not so bad against these cannon fodder guys, but the more difficult enemies with higher defense, you're gonna struggle with the dual swords. And against the mutants, yeah, just don't do it. And that move is very useless. Gives you invincibility frames, but it was very good in Ninja Gaiden 2, and it's useless in this. It doesn't even do much damage compared to the 360T with the Scythe, or the Graveyard Spin as it's called. I'll try and demonstrate later in the game the dual swords against more difficult enemies. But I think I'm gonna switch to the Scythe in a minute. Beret, guys. Yeah, let's use the Scythe. See this move here? That's called the Graveyard Spin. Most people just call it the 360T, you know, 360 triangle. Or on the Xbox 360, it's called the 360Y. Motherfucker! Oh, you son of a bitch! You're gonna be seeing me using the 360T against a lot of the bosses in this game, if not all of them. It is the most effective and safest method to kill everything in this game. It's one of the sad things about Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, actually. You're, like, for instance, if you want to beat most of the Ultimate Ninja missions effectively, you're pretty much just gonna have one of the players using Ryu or Unknown Ninja and spamming the Graveyard Spin on everything, and that's about as far as it goes. And effectively, it does make the game less fun when you're spamming one move over and over and over, and it eventually hurts your thumb. And you would think, well, maybe I'll use other techniques, but the Graveyard Spin is the fastest and safest way to kill things. One good thing about it, though, the Scythe does look awesome, doesn't it? And the new designs for the Kasari Gamma, the Lunar Staff, and the Falcon's Talons, they all look fantastic, so, you know, credit to the game makers there. They really did a good job with the redesign of the weapons' appearances. Anyway, I'm on my way here to Scarab number 2. I will say this, the Scythe has been improved massively in Razor's Edge. The new moveset for it, the increased speed, it's amazing. It is the best weapon in the game, and as it should be, it's a giant scythe. And the same can be said for the Dragon Sword. They've really done a good job with improving the moveset for that. And I love that. I love that they let you do those kind of moves. You can do the underworld drop with the dragon sword like you've seen me do, and that drop with the scythe by holding forward when you press triangle in an Izuna drop combo. Come on, fella. Whoa! Oh, you want some, do you? Do it again. There it is! Come on, bitch! I do love the steel on bone. It is awesome. So is that. Okay, definitely no more rocket guy. Oh shit, spoke too soon. And you would think the graveyard spin would break the damn alchemist shields, but it doesn't. It only breaks it if they're, you know, building it on the ground. Bitch! In my demo gameplay footage, you might have seen me kicking off their shoulders and charging ultimate technique. Get off! Ultimate techniques. But here, graveyard spin with the scythe, the best way to kill these bitches. Oh, come on! And they can block the steel on bone with their fucking crappy alchemist shields. Oh, you son of a bitch. They track around you when they do that, too. Even if you do the graveyard spin, it only hits them once they land. See, look at this shit! Auto dodge, invincibility frames. Come on, fella. Bitch! I will always hate the alchemists. With their tons of health and their auto dodge and block, and Izuna drops don't kill them anymore. God, I miss that. That fight could have gone so much better. Anyway, coming up now to Scarab number 3. There it is. Haha, bitch. I do love that move. It looks awesome, and it's pretty badass. Throwing the scythe. It's a shame, though, they took out the kick-off wall and throw the scythe like you can do in Ninja Gaiden 2. Used to love doing that. Now we have the ghost kills section, except now Ryu looks like he's wearing a cloaking device. And it doesn't always get out the dragon sword when you do it anymore, which is pretty cool. It actually shows him doing it with the scythe! You don't have to use the ghost kill, you know? You could attack them and get bombarded with rockets, but you get an extra 1,000 karma points for it, so there's no harm in doing it. Pretty sure that's the last one, yeah. Here comes the spider bitch. Same method here, take off all the armor and then take its legs off. Whoa! Son of a bitch! No. Not yet. So I'm gonna make sure I'm on the other side of the leg, just not to catch the other one and get another wasted steel on bone that I don't want to use yet. Come on. Shit. Okay, one more. Come on, might as well do it. This one's about to come off anyway. One more. Maybe I can take out a rocket guy. Damn it. I wanted to see if I could take out the rocket guys while that cinematic was playing, but I guess not. They're gonna disappear with the end of the boss fight, though. Yeah, they're not there anymore. Nice little addition, though. health bar. You know, you get to see how much health the boss has. Thank you, birdie. Maybe I'll try using the Kusari Gamma for a little bit. Although it's the tactical ninjas, so they might block most of its moves. Anyway, here is Scarab number 4. There it is. Alright. I love the design of the Kusari Gamma. It looks really cool now. Get the rocket guy first. Damn it. I'm trying to do the jump in the air and lift them up for the Azuna, but they always block it. Look at this! He's blocking everything! He's a rocket guy! They're supposed to go down fast! Fuck it, I'm using the scythe. These tactical ninjas are just bitches. See what I mean about using the graveyard spin a lot? It's effective, it's fast, it's safe. It's unfortunate, but at least it looks cool. Try to throw in a couple of different moves every now and then. I don't want to spam the graveyard spin the whole time. See, look at this. Just automatically blocks it. There's obviously a script in place there to stop you from using the same move again and again. Because let's face it, they would not be able to... Look at this! He would not be able to block a scythe that much! Son of a bitch. And the tactical ninjas are just supposed to be the cannon fodder enemies of the game, but further on. Well, that's what they were in Ninja Gaiden 2. Thought maybe I could shoot that guy with the bow from down there, but obviously not. Anyway, as you can hear, heading towards Crystal Skull number 1 out of 10. There's just 1 in every chapter. God, I love that move. Come on, give me a steel on bone. There you go. Got enough for all of you. When they're invisible, Ryu doesn't track them for it. It's a shame. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Okay. Now, when I played through story mode, I didn't bother doing the Crystal Skull challenges in Ultimate Ninja because you don't have to. Once you've done them on any difficulty, you keep the Crystal Skulls from the previous playthrough. But for your entertainment, I will do them this time. I did them on every other difficulty. When I first got the game, I played it on hard mode and did them all on that. Same with Master Ninja, I even did them on that, but in Ultimate Ninja, I didn't do the Scarab glitch until day 4. So, all I had was a level 1 sword. There's no way I was gonna beat this with just a level 1 sword. Especially against these fuckers. And I might have used the Scarab glitch to upgrade everything, but I got my level 3 scythe before I did that. But at least that meant I earned my primary weapon legitimately. And this is the first time I've touched Chapter Challenge, so all my scores here will be legitimate. Come on, fellas, I got enough for all of you! See, it is a very effective way of killing things. Just dodge. Except when that happens. Come on! Just dodge, 360T, and repeat. Although I lost way too much health. I'll try and use the dragon in the next round. Come on. Here we go. hate these mutants. They're not quite as bad as the grabby ones, but these ones like to slither aside and try and grab you just as much. And don't even get me started on these guys with the knives. They block almost everything with their stupid armor now. Sometimes you'll go for a steel on bone, and if they've still got their armor, it won't get a steel on bone, it'll just break their armor instead. It's a pain in the ass way to break the chain. And they like to block the graveyard spin too. Not every time, but a lot of the time. Oh, come on! Fucking fight these things instead. You know what? Let's use a dragon. Get some HP back. There you go. Much better. And they like to roll out of the way if any chance to do an Azuna drop. When in doubt, go for the steel on bone. Just like that. Glitched into the air. Not bad. I only got an S rank for my health there because I used the dragon. And I won't say no to an S rank. Yeah, this is a nice easy wave. The Vangelfs and these sorcerers don't stand a chance against the 360T. I mean, it destroys the sorcerers, and, well, it's very effective against these Vangelfs. The Vangelfs are not as bullshit as they were in 3. They do lose limbs. I want to say at a reasonable pace. Still much slower than Ninja Gaiden 2, though, but not too bad. See what I mean? Graveyard Spin destroys these guys. And it gives you invincibility frames, so you can avoid the hundreds of projectiles that seem to fly at you in this. Oh, you trying to get away from me there, are you? I don't think so. Last couple guys. God, they like to flinch back really far, don't they? And that's the end of them. Next, I believe it's Doku. Yep. Here he comes. 360T, or the Graveyard Spin, again. Best method of killing this guy. Dodge, Graveyard Spin, dodge, Graveyard Spin. Occasionally do 2 in a row. Ah, shit. See what I mean? Does massive damage. And I won't say no to massive damage. Besides, I haven't died yet recording this, and it definitely makes life easier. And you only spend half an hour here recording the gameplay instead of like 5 hours that only amounts to 30-40 minutes when you cut out the deaths. There's Scarab number 5. One more to go in this day. And it's very close by, actually. I like that they got rid of the segments in this game. The walking down the stairs really slowly. I mean, it wouldn't be there in Chapter Challenge anyway, but it's not there in Story Mode either. None of you are any match for the Graveyard Spin. You see, as you saw there, that explosion hit me, but because I was holding down block, it didn't do any damage. So it's always a good idea to hold down block whenever you're in the middle of any kind of move. Look at this bitch, blocking almost everything. Yeah, not so tough now, are you? I like that effect too, the sort of ragdoll body stuck to the scythe. Because I guess that would happen. Oh! I was expecting the Steel on Bone guy. There's Scarab number 6 for you. Last one of the chapter. Now more alchemists. Yeah, see, I didn't even mean to do that then. A waste of key. That's the problem with being in tight areas with these guys. Because the graveyard spin doesn't break their shield, you bounce off one, and then another one will sometimes hit you. I'm trying to break their shield so that I can do this! Oh! See, he started building up a shield just as I did it, so I didn't get it. Son of a bitch! Ah, you motherfucker! Come on, die already! That's one of them. It's a good thing there's a save point right after this fight. Makes up for silly little mistakes like that. Although they're not terrible mistakes. I mean, the game is BS. I mean, look at that. The way they track around you. Invincible to damage until they finish that stupid ground slam. It's a good thing we have the graveyard spin. Or rather, it's a good thing it has invincibility frames. Because you didn't have invincibility frames with it in Ninja Gaiden 3, so it wasn't as useful. Now it's time to fight the Regent of the Mask. And yes, with the graveyard spin, he's much easier. Come on, fella. Whoa! Shit! Fuck that up. But it doesn't matter. I'm still kicking his ass. Yeah, the Regent has definitely been made easier. Ah! Son of a bitch! Oh well. See if you can meditate a little bit. No, not gonna let me. Anyway, I guess that's the end of it. Let's see how we did. Hey, look at that, S rank. Not too shabby. And apparently it only took 20 minutes. Although almost 30 minutes with all the little extras. Anyway, that's gonna do it for day 1. Stay tuned for more Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge Chapter Challenge on Ultimate Ninja Mode. If you like the videos, subscribe, and thanks for watching.